got the whole getting caboodle. A couple of really big, important announcements. Announcement number one, they're both thank yous. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't think I've ever seen a church work so hard to make a family feel as comfortable as they could. And it was just phenomenal. So thank you to all the folks that worked to make, what day was that? Was that Tuesday? Make Tuesday as amazing as it was. So, can't thank you enough. The second thank you is a big thank you for our church supporting our youth the way that you did. We spend money, but you guys provide that for us. Lead and Defend was absolutely phenomenal. Now, is Sandy back in the back working on getting ready for the business meeting? Did you have a good time, Philip?
Yep.
Philip said yeah. It was, by the way, if you hear people say that people's attention span is only like 15 minutes, they don't know what they're talking about. For 4.5 hours, teenagers sat and listened intently to some of the most incredible information you're ever going to hear. They're already wanting to go back, there it is. It only happens once a year. But Lead and Defend is exactly what it says it is. To train young people how to lead and how to defend the Christian faith. That explanation in defending the Christian faith is called apologetics. I believe, without a doubt, the leading apologist in America, maybe around the world today, is Warner Wallace. He was a detective in Los Angeles for many years. He became their lead cold case detective. He's been on Nightline more than anybody else has been, sharing cases that they have worked on in Los Angeles. And here's what I want you to know about what he did. If you take all the Bibles in the world and make them disappear, because of the impact that Jesus had on the entire world, you can recreate the gospel of Jesus from every discipline that you can think of. Hideki, from science, from art, to music. He has had that big of a cultural impact. In the way that Warner Wallace has convicted people of murder without any physical evidence is by showing the events that led up to the murder. That's called the fuse. Identifying the point where the bomb went off, the murder occurred, and then connecting all the dots of what's called the fallout. No physical evidence, but all this other stuff presented by a guy that has examined it can get a conviction. Can y'all believe that? Did y'all know that? Y'all better not kill nobody. Call him Warner Wallace and he'll get you. But he did that with the case for Jesus Christ. He was an atheist. His wife gigged him. He finally said, I'll prove it to you. And he started investigating the case for Jesus. And it turned him into a follower, one of the best apologists in the country right now. And around 1,200 young people from throughout the state, we're talking college, senior high, and junior high, received some of the best instruction. Guys, if you don't believe in Jesus, there's something wrong. Because he's who the Bible says he is, and he's had such an impact on this country. So I want to say a big thank you to the church, because without the church doing what it does, we couldn't have taken the youth down there to experience what I think is one of the very best explanations for why you should believe the Bible. And then, of course, I just believe the Bible, don't y'all? But you add that on to what I already believe, I'm telling you, you better worship Jesus. Because one day you'll stand in front of him. And there's no doubt about it. And if you run into atheists out there, you better be ready to defend the faith, like these young people are now. They can defend the faith if they get their minds rested a little bit, because they're probably pretty tired right now. So that's a great big thank you. What other announcements do I need to make?
We're doing pizza for supper tonight,
Oh, okay.
and I would like some desserts if possible, if somebody would bring us some
Desserts,
for the kids.
we're giving the cooks, because they did extra duty this week, the night off, and Mary was in here telling me to remember to say that. And I know, Darrell, you want to spend a second talking about this one Bible study. Go right ahead.
On Wednesday night, we, in our Bible study, we've spent the last 5 or 6 weeks, we're not doing taking a book and going verse for verse. What we're doing is taking a topic. And we spent about 5, 6 weeks on the topic of evangelism. Well, we finished that up Wednesday night. This Wednesday, we're going to start a new study. We're going to look at faith, what it is, what it does, how we grow it, what part it plays in our everyday life. And we have, our study is, we not time, it doesn't matter if it takes us 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 months to get through it. We're good with that. Any questions, we always got time to stop and go through. So, like I said, we're going to start a new study Wednesday night, and would really like to see all of you. Thank you.
You're welcome. And a couple of other things real quick. We had 16 men at the fellowship breakfast on Friday. I'm going to plan for 20, Micah. I know that I'm going to make the gravy ahead of time, so it won't be so thin. Trust me. So if you're hungry, you don't have to stay for the fellowship, for the devotion. But if you want to visit, 7:30 to 8 is a great time to do that. 8:30 to 9 is a great time to do that. From 8 to 8:30, your time is taken with eating and then listening to a 10-minute devotion. And have I not been on time? I got a testimony right back there. He can do it. He can shut up after 10 minutes. So that way you know that you're free to go at 8:30. So if you plan your day to start on Friday and you're taking a little bit of time off from your normal what you do, you'll be out of there at 8:30, or you can leave even earlier than that. You can stop by, visit, say hi to everybody, and not eat and take off. So it's all good. It's just an opportunity for guys, not just in our church, but other churches too, to build a little bit of awareness. And I truly believe that is important in the days ahead, that we build a little bit of across the boards, getting together kind of thing. There was something I was going to share, and I don't remember what it is.
I've got one thing.
Go ahead.
Weston has started a YouTube channel for our church, so if you are on YouTube and you can subscribe to it, that would help our channel.
Awesome.
And all of the sermons are getting posted to YouTube, so if you don't have Facebook, you can watch it on YouTube. If you have any questions on how to do that, you can contact Weston.
And Stone. Stone is Weston's number 2. Number 1. I guess you ain't got a number 1. You got a number 1 now. Stone's back there learning how to... We're going to be losing Weston to college. He's not going to come home every weekend, is he?
He says it.
Would you come home every weekend, please, Weston? At least he gave me a shrug. But we got a guy back there learning how to do all this technology, because the rest of us we can't figure it out. All righty. There's something else. I can't remember what it is. Let's go ahead and start singing.
Good morning. If you would, get your heavenly highway, number 92.